Eric, what does this team need to do to have a better first period?
Well, we've got to prepare better. We got to be ready to go. Maybe there's a little bit of a feeling good moment in the last game, and so back at it now. We're on the road, so we've got to have a good period against a good team.
Lindy keeps talking about wanting more consistency out of you all. What's the one thing that you think needs to be just adjusted to be more consistent?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I think go into consistency, but mostly just little stuff like puck battles, managing the puck. Just a lot of little things that I think we can get better at. Obviously, we're doing good and we're playing good hockey and winning games, but I think the ceiling's higher for us, and that's where we're striving to get to.
What do you guys expect from the Canadians tonight?
Fast pace. They get up the ice well. They're one of the better rush teams. They transition well, and they can put the puck in the net. So managing the puck is really important for us and staying up top of them.
Why are you so effective recently as a team?
What's that?
Why are you so effective as a team recently?
I think we're playing as four lines rolling. Everyone's going, and we're getting production from everywhere. We're getting good goaltending, and we just try to outwork the other team, and obviously we got the skill to put the puck in the net as well.
Do you, as a group, surprise yourself a bit?
Well, I was new here, and coming in, I just knew that there was a lot of talent and a lot of good players, but just like that winning culture, we've talked about that before, and for myself, just trying to bring some of that here, but like everyone can see, we're a good team, and we're just trying to get better every day, and so also like the guys they haven't been in the playoffs in a little bit, so there's that hunger as well, and so I don't think about it as surprising. It's 15 games in, so it's a long season, but like I said, just trying to get better every day.
What can you tell us about the dynamic with a very experienced coach like Lindy Ruff and a young team like your team?
Yeah, expectations high for us. Even though we're winning games, there's still that, we need to get better. There is no moment of we're doing great, like, let's take it easy here, or whatever it is. It's just knowing how it is. We have 12 wins of the season. Like I said, 15 games in, it's, I don't know, last year I was on a team that had 103 points and was a wild card team. So, it's like I said, it's super early and we're just trying to get better.
Jesper, what does this team need to do to have a quicker start?
I guess just, I don't know, hard question. Just be ready, I guess. I feel like we've been doing that a lot of the games, but last game was not the best start, but yeah, we just got to make sure we're ready to go.
Lindy Ruff had talked about how he wanted to see more of those results. You had the shots on goal, but you weren't finding it. Now that you've scored, what do you want to continue to do to be able to consistently score?
Yeah, find those open spaces to guys to find me and stuff, and then you start with hit the net, right? And then it's a bigger chance of scoring, and then keep scoring, I guess.
When you look at road trips like this, the last one in Western Canada was really good for the team to bond, but how do you feel like being able to be on the road again will give you guys more of a winning culture, being able to bond as one unit?
Yeah, all you got on the road is each other, right? So it's great to be out here with the boys and get to know everyone better and stuff too, and then the games just keep going, keep getting better, and then take one game at a time and just really focus on one game.
The line shifted a little bit at the last game, and in practice today it was kind of the same. What do you hope to achieve with being with new line mates?
I feel like we started pretty well together last game. Obviously, we got a goal there, and then just keep going from that, I guess, and then always just work hard, play good defense, and then chances will come, and then make sure we bury it.
They're a really quick team, and you're a very quick team. So how does that speed versus speed battle kind of play out?
Yeah, it's going to be a fast-paced game for sure, and we just got to make sure we're faster and play our game better.
What's been the secret to the success of the team so far?
We played. We really take care of our own business and play our system well, and obviously all four lines has been contributing, so it's been good so far, but I still feel like we can get better.
It is a speed matchup. What is the biggest challenge facing them?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're flying. I feel like so. It's we just got to make sure we play our system well and play our team game better.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Jack, how do you explain the success of your team so far?
What's up?
How do you explain the success of your team so far?
Yeah, playing good, obviously, you know. Got off to a tough start, but last month or so we've been playing really well.
What have been the key?
Been getting pretty good goaltending. You know, we're playing good. We're sticking to our system. Boys are working hard, so it's been a good month for us.
Do you see change in the locker room since the beginning of the season compared to last season?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it's more fun when you're winning, you know, than when you're losing every night. So this win streak's been pretty good, and you know, we want to keep the wins coming.
When you're playing another fast team, how do you use your own speed when they can still keep up with you compared to a slower team?
No, I mean, I don't know. I'd say it's more like a way when we don't have the puck. Like when they have the puck, we're gonna have to track them and, you know, be backtracking and be on them. But we just gotta play our game. You know, there's no easy games in this league, so it doesn't really matter who we're playing. We gotta just come out and play our game.
What can the Devils do to gain a little bit more consistency throughout those full 60 minutes?
I mean, we're on a 9-game heater. I'd say we're doing okay.
Right, but with like something like just keeping up with high level of computer, all lines being able to have the same amount of speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. All the teams have pretty good players, so they're gonna make plays, and you know, we just gotta limit it.
That team is winning 1-goal games and 2-goal games. Have had this many as well as last year. What does it take to win tight games? What are the differences?
Yeah, I mean, we're learning right now. We definitely haven't mastered it, but we've won some tight games here recently, and you know, it's big for us. So, I mean, we've been getting pretty good saves, no matter who's been in net, and you know, we're just trying to play our system throughout the game.
Just having a pretty good start of the season. What's going to be the challenge of facing him tonight?
No, yeah, he's obviously a great player, really dynamic. So we'd like to limit his shots, obviously, you know, but it's hard to do. He's really good at getting open and finding spots and areas for him to score.
Lindy, you're facing another team that has a lot of speed. What does your team need to be able to do when playing a quicker team?
Well, I think it's going to be important that we get pucks in behind them, spend more time in the offensive zone, make good decisions when we get to the line, and then tracking back, making sure we have people back. They've got some lines that are similar to us, where they do get up the ice in a hurry. The defense are involved, so it should be a pretty good game when it comes speed-wise.
How can they have a quicker start in games?
Again, execution, managing the puck better. We made some ill-advised decisions with the puck early in the last couple of games. So getting the puck in the right place where we can generate forecheck opportunities is the key to getting off to a good start.
One of those lines you mentioned that's similar to you in terms of like skill and speed would be that Suzuki, Caulfield, and Dock line. What makes them such a threat when they're paired together?
Well, again, if they get a step on you, their speed, they pull away. They're making good plays, getting up ice. You know, I watched the overtime goal. You know, they skated right by the Penguins on that goal. So, you know, if they get a step on you, they're going to generate opportunities. So it's going to be really important that you know, our angles are good, that we're getting above them, that we can slow them down.
What type of challenge will it be with Haula coming off of Jack's line and just knowing that between him and Cher will kind of have to carry that load of the faceoffs? Yeah,
well, you know, I think you've seen game to game where we've made some subtle changes inside the game lines. We have guys that are, you know, pretty comfortable playing in different positions and with different players, and I think at different times on certain lines we might need more size, we might need a shooter, we might need more speed. So we've been able to have that look. But you know, Cher can step into the face-off circle and take draws, and if we need, we can always bring a guy off the bench to win a face-off.
When you're rotating between Bass and Z on that first power play unit, is it a circumstantial thing based on who the other guys have on the ice? How do you sort of feel out that decision making?
No, you know, it's a look that, you know, we want to try. whether we want to go to more of a shooting power play or, whether we want to have a real good net front presence, and Bass has done a good job with that.
Lindy, the game on Saturday, now you've won 8 games by either 1 or 2 goals, which is half as many as you had last year. Good teams do that. They win close games. What is this team doing specifically to close those out?
Well, I think if you look at the third period with the lead, how well we played defensively. We didn't get careless. We didn't give up big opportunities. I think maybe we gave up one opportunity for the opposition to score. So that has probably been the biggest difference. That we understand that with a 2-goal lead, that we really don't need to score more. If the opposition starts taking chances, you're going to get opportunities. And obviously, we had opportunities in our power play to lengthen that score, but didn't. But I think the fact that 5-on-5, we played a pretty disciplined period when it comes to not giving anything up.
Can you talk a little bit about Dawson Mercer and what he brings to the table?
Dawson gives us, a lot of different qualities. He's a guy that can hang on to the puck. He's a guy that wherever he plays with, he can play in the middle, he can play in the wing. But I think his in-tight puck protection is kind of tops amongst our guys, where he can handle a puck in a very small area.
Do you feel like, health-wise, being as healthy as you've been so far this season, this has allowed you to show something you could have shown, in years prior?
Yeah, I think there's 2 things there. I think we're deeper. We do have a couple of key injuries. We got Blackwood out, we got Plot out, who we're counting a lot on. But I think the fact that we're deeper and some of the guys that were having real good years in Utica last year and now have stepped in has allowed us to put guys in the lineup, and still we've been able to maintain a high pace of play. And last year I don't think we were quite that deep. So I think there's 2 things involved with, being able to continue winning with guys out.
Is there a big difference between the style of coaching today than if you compare to 29?
I think coaching is all about player relations, communicating in player relations, and I think you just got to continue to work on that. I have a lot of fun with these guys, but at the same time, there's times when you got to be hard on them, but at the same time, you got to be fair. So, daily touches, just trying to get to players, talk to them, understand where they're at, and probably at the end be a good listener.
I'm not sure it's the right wording, but you softened a little bit. I mean, that was not the right word.
It's probably a fair word. I think that, again, players want to be heard, and I think it's a 2-way street. So I think that you have to grow. You have to sometimes understand, what happened inside the game, and be able to listen to them, and maybe sometimes be a little bit compassionate.
Reliving last year too much with what happened with the goalies, but in this streak you've gotten a win after Blackie got hurt. Vitek comes in and wins it. The other night Akira comes in and shuts it down. What does that do for a club, knowing that it's a little more solid back there than they had last year, and how does that reflect in what you've been able to do this year?
Well, I think every team knows they need. I mean, if you look at the skill of the teams, every team has players that are going to create plays. They're going to create good chances. You need key saves at key times of the game, and our guys have given us that. You can't prevent everything. As hard as we try to prevent everything, there's X number of chances in every game, and then you look at what type of chances you're trying to give up, and you try to limit that in the direction that's best for your hockey club. But like you said, we've had guys that have stepped in. I think the fact that we're playing a lot better away from the puck has given our goalies a better opportunity to help us win games.
You got Nico and Jack both arrived in the league at 18 years old. Do you see what's been the main benefit, do you think, in their growth to where they're at now, that they entered the league at such a young age?
Well, I think if we can use those early years as lessons, because you learn a lot of lessons in this league. You learn them as young players. I think Jack's struggles are well documented in his first year. A lot of people would argue that maybe those players are too young to come into the league. But I think if you can use it as a lesson and know that, boy, I got to get stronger, I got to get better in the face-off dot, I've got to understand how some of the bigger, stronger players play in this league, and I got to understand ways to, maybe in Jack's case, to dominate without being, that big physical guy.